Welcome to another little tarot reading. I decided to take it outside today because it's beautiful. So if you hear some little birds tweeting, hope it really adds to the vibe. The topic of this video is going to be, where is this connection headed? What is the future of this connection? Yeah, let's pull out some cards. So the future of this connection might not actually go in the direction that you were expecting it to go towards. It may not be lasting as long as you were hoping. We have the not for you card. And so I think this person, if you're thinking about them in a romantic way, is that they're actually not meant for you romantically. Maybe in other ways, but they're not the one for you. And I'm sorry if that's like hard to hear. You don't have to watch this reading if you're not ready for these messages or if these messages still resonate with you. But yeah, we also have the time to go card. I think that if you've been thinking about leaving this connection, that now is the time to do so. Now is time to make the actions of moving on from this person. But then we also have Treasure Island. I think you have obtained a lot of good from this connection. You've found things about yourself that you weren't even like looking for, like you didn't even realize that you had within yourself. But now you have to go on another pirate excursion adventure to find another treasure island, to find more treasure in another individual and how they can help you grow and give more to your life, essentially. And I have my little like box. I have like little messages, and I actually got for Treasure Island. It was destined message as well as, but do you like them as they are? And I think that's what you're really doing right now, is breaking a cycle of not going for people or dating people because of what they could be or what you want them to be, or because you're projecting a fantasy onto them. Is you have to actually look at that person and be like, do I love this person for who they are? Are we actually compatible? Are they actually good for me? What is it that they're showing to me through their actions and their behaviors and their personality? Um, yeah, like I think you are destined to find another treasure island, if you will. This is not the person that you're destined for. However, you were destined to meet, but now it's time to like move on. I don't think that this person has necessarily done you intense harm. I don't think it was necessarily abusive. Please take that as it resonates, though. But I think the time has been up for a while, and it would do good for the both of you if you were to like leave it as is and maybe just take a long break from each other, and maybe you could be friends at another point. But and if this is like a friendship breakup, then like maybe at some point they're going to grow in a different path and they're going to align more to your life. But as of right now, it's you're not obtaining a lot from this relationship, even though you think you might be. Also, the sheep little message showed up on the time to go card. So the dates 1991, 2003, 2015, 2027, and 2039 might be significant in some way. You could have been with this person since 2015, or you might meet someone important to you in 2027, something along those lines. And the sheep personality is like very kind of soft yet determined. So sheep is also the ram, right? So yeah, it's just a very opposing, like double-sided kind of energy. Anyways, it's getting a little hot, and I'm probably gonna put this back on because that's just how spring is. Oh, and another thing I missed is on the not for you card, I had a little like frowny face that was angry. So this person could actually make you quite angry, and that could be an indication that they are not for you. And they could be someone that kind of triggers you a lot, and that's not great. That's not fun. You are meant to learn from those triggers, but you're not meant to be around someone that makes you really angry, or someone that is just like angry all the time. They could be a very angry or intense person. All right, we pulled some more cards and we got a lot of like fiery ass energy going on. For when we have the tarantula card, which always fucking like freaks me out because I don't like spiders. We have the phoenix card in the middle, just special spirit card, and then we have the snake card. Please don't blow away, dear God. So yeah, this is very, very significant energy. This connection is entering a very transformative time of the connection. I think both parties, like both of you, are going through intense transformation where you are essentially coming out from the ashes like a phoenix, coming out stronger. And you're coming out stronger once you kind of like accept the fact that this person is not meant to be as a significant part of your life as they have been in the past. They can still be in your life in some way, but it must be in a smaller way where there's less expectations from each other. With the tarantula card, under the time to go card, it feels like you have to go towards something that maybe you're not very comfortable with, or you are even afraid of. You're going into the unknown and you don't know what you'll find there, and you may be dealing with sorts of people and energy and parts of yourself that usually you like would prefer to ignore, or like people that aren't your type kind of thing, or your shadow side, like you're just not wanting to deal with that. I think you're moving into a direction where you are starting to notice people that aren't your usual type of person, and noticing certain aspects about yourself that you don't really like and you're kind of disgusted by. But there's actually like a lot of power within those things that you're disgusted by, and I think you're starting to like have a new perspective on certain parts of yourself that previously you didn't really want to have anything to do with. We also have the snake card under Treasure Island, so a bit more of an earthy energy, but still very like spiritual. Again, shedding skin. You're shedding some version of yourself so you can grow into a version that better suits who you are growing into. And you could find someone that is a little less fiery than this current person. Someone that is more grounded and more balanced and more cyclical. Like, they could be the kind of person that is very good with like patterns and routines and stuff. And I think you're starting to realize that being around those sorts of people is actually very helpful for you to keep up your own patterns and routines. And it's allowing you to honestly kind of see the magic in life a little bit more. Yeah, it feels like the snake energy is what you are headed towards more, as well as the tarantula energy. And the phoenix energy is what's happening right now of transforming. And the snake is a continuation of that. And I think with the snake, there's just so much like creative potential. There's so much spiritual potential, of self exploration and like exploration within the world, that I think, isn't it funny that this reading was supposed to be about the future of this connection? But the thing is, there's not really, as of right now, much future to this connection other than knowing that it has to come to an end in some way. And it might have already. I'm kind of getting the sense for some of you that this connection is already like much different than it was before, or you're like not seeing each other anymore. But isn't that funny? I kid you not. My cards just like went flying, and I was gonna get from a different deck, and then the fucking Hierophant and King of Wands comes out. So wow. And I also pulled the Ten of Cups. So you're going through spiritual structure. Like, that is very big for you right now, and it's allowing you to photosynthesize. It's allowing you to kind of regenerate and get your energy back in order to kind of get over the loss of this connection and just kind of be living your life again, is through structure and pattern, as I was kind of mentioning, of how that could help you if you met someone that was very structural and would keep the habits going. Through that, and through kind of connecting more with your religion or spirituality or community. Even by connecting more with that, you're actually going to obtain a lot more at life and better understanding of things in your life, and that's going to help you move on from this connection. And then we have some great things showing, like the King of Wands person, I think, is going to show up for you. And we have Leave It to Us. That's telling me that a King of Wands sort of person, they don't have to necessarily be a man or masculine, but a King of Wands sort of person is going to show up in your life and show you things in a very different way, because I think you're used to dealing with a kind of fire energy that is out of control and kind of immature. The King of Wands has got his shit together. He is a great sort of leader. I think this future person, is going to teach you a lot about leading your own self and listening to what really matters to you, what you're drawn to do and attracted to do in this world to make you feel fully like your spirit is filled up in your soul. And we also have the Ten of Cups card with Taurus. So I think you're going to find a lot of happiness right now through, again, the routine of things and kind of through the mundane and through treating yourself well and getting more into like the Venusian Venus things, like nice baths and good food and good company kind of thing. Like going back to very much the simple stuff in life of having a grounded environment that you stay in, having your house, maybe you're going to do some kind of house upgrade or switch up your aesthetic or switch up like how your decor looks. I think that could be actually very beneficial to you right now. Yeah, like you're headed towards like literally so much happiness, like the happiness card. But you're only going to find that if you prioritize a lot on your own structure, on what works for you, not on what works for other people or society, as well as focusing on what fires you up inside, what gives you life, what does it feel like you are meant to do in your life, what are you supposed to lead? Are you supposed to lead a group of people? Are you supposed to be starting some kind of community that doesn't exist yet? Are you supposed to be working towards a passion project that you've always had or is like new in your psyche? That is what's going to lead you to the utmost happiness, and that's also going to attract in this King of Wands person. Is like you need to have your own King of Wands vibe before you're going to find that kind of person that fits that. Yeah. So sorry, this reading actually ended up not being about this connection because it was like instantly, it was like, no, there is no future in this connection. But that's not to say that that connection won't come around into a better place. But I think as of right now, and that could even just be months, or like a year or a couple years or something, it just needs that much time to regenerate and become something new. And both of you need space in order for you to both regenerate and become both the best of yourselves, because I feel like you're very much mirroring each other right now and you're both needing consistency in your lives where it's coming from you. You're being consistent towards yourself and your goals and, keeping yourself alive and happy. And so you need both of that. You need both of those things in order to move on to the next person or like the next time of your life. But yeah, I hope that resonated. I hope that the outside noises were not too distracting. I know there's like a lot of cars and there's like ambulances and crows and stuff. But yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye.